Okay. Are you with me, guys? Yeah? Oh, you're with me. Okay. So we'll make it very easy this evening. I know it's an evening, so yesterday it was like really busy. So let's start. I think you know this man, Baptist minister, activist, leader. Is it working? No, it's not working. We have a technical problem. It's not lunch. So this man changed the world for many reasons. So thanks to him, today, America is really different. So about like equality, socialism. Is it working? Still not? Okay. Let's try it. No. Let's start again. It's the beauty of technology. When it works, it's fantastic, and when it's not the case. Here we go. Start again. Yeah, here we go. You know the next one. Okay, so good evening, everybody. Many people are coming, so I think we can start. Okay, so you know this guy, so Baptist minister, activist, leader, but I think you also know this man, mad scientist, genius, visionary, delusional, but he changed the world. And everybody today know this guy, and he comes from Serbia, guys. And I'm really proud today to talk about Mr. Tesla, because one of the most companies in the world on his name. So the other thing that makes the difference, I mean, what these guys are in common, it's dreams. So I think these guys changed the world, I mean, in their verticals, of course, because they were sharing a dream. And it's a big deal today. So passion fuels the rocket, but vision, a big dream, points the rocket to its ultimate destination. So you cannot succeed in creating innovative products, services, or brands without a clear vision of how your company will move the society forward. So let's go back on main subject today, ladies and gentlemen. So today we will talk about how can Web3 be a powerful branding and cultural lever, and especially for brands, for corporates. All of you guys know that Web3 is really, really dynamic now, and many brands, many corporates would like to understand how they can take advantage of this ecosystem. We were talking about like blockchain, crypto, decentralized finance, NFT, Metaverse. So culture are built in front of our eyes by people. And Web3 today is the opportunity to empower people to build and spread the culture. So we're talking about Martin Luther King from US, Mr. Tesla from Serbia, and today these men are pretty famous around the world. So how we can do that? So by becoming a cultural agent. Maybe you heard about this expression. What is a cultural agent? So a cultural agent could be a brand, could be a corporate, and a cultural agent is more than just a product or services, but it's a company that is able to bring more than just a product or more than just a service. It's an aspirational company. It's a company that is able to make the difference. Let's think about Apple, for example. So Apple changed the world, not because only the technology, but because the vision, because the values. Think also about Nike. Nike, during their advertising, they're not talking about like the product. Not at all. They are talking about values. What Nike stands for. you know? So by also experimenting alternative governance structures, so of course we talk here about decentralized autonomous company, which means that today we're not like anymore in a centralized universe, but totally decentralized. So brands are trying to take advantage also about this decentralized approach. So not just like having an audience, but having a community. So decentralized technology and finance are paving the way for headless brands. Keep in mind this expression, I think it's very important. So headless brand, we'll talk later about this. So headless brand incorporates to change the business. So how? By building not an audience, but a community. What is the difference between an audience and a community? So an audience is passive, so they're sharing information, etc. And a community, they're engaged. You know, they could be your potential investor when it comes to having a token. So you engage your community, so they're really active in your project. So your potential customers are becoming kind of investors, you know, so they're more active regarding your brands or your corporates, your company in general. How? So by building, so not an audience, but a community, so who collectively decide on products, on assets, and messaging. So members buy into this community often by accruing crypto token, earn the right to participate in brand decision-making, and take a share in financial success. So this shift has seeded a cultural conversation that has inspired great creative production on both sides of the traditional arts and technology divided. So the advent of blockchain has paved the way of new form of art and collectible digital art and collectibles. So the world first probably scarce digital assets. Art and technology, are we talking about like NFT? I think yes, because today art is something that can change the direction of a company because art brings meaning. And now I think especially the new generation needs meaning when it comes to products or services. So art originates from our desire of elevation, spirituality, emotional growth, and search for meaning. So high-end brands have been flirting with cutting-edge technology, but some of these initiatives feel like they're aiming for social media hits. Could they cut a bit deeper, feel a bit more vital to the present moment? So do high-quality aspirational brands benefit from the combined power of art, culture, and technology? So let's go back on some example with Gucci Vault, so the house's platform for objects that defy the confines of time and space through the power of imagination. So this is an NFT collection designed by the Gucci team. Also, a very interesting example is the collaboration between Hublot and one of the top artists right now called Murakami. So I think you should follow this artist because right now he's doing an amazing NFT collection, very cool, very trendy. And it's interesting with this brand and this artist, so they're like trying to make some very strong partnership. So if you're buying a watch, you have an NFT, for example. So we are talking right now about utility. Another example also is Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton combined fashion and technology by introducing Louis the Game. So it's an inverter-style game where players would have to traverse through a dollhouse belonging to Vivienne. So the artifacts, who know artifact here? Someone know artifact? Yeah, few of you guys. So Artifact brand is a specialist in selling virtual sneakers. So early in 2021, so the business had a collaboration with Fiosus, which is like a popular crypto artist, only 18 years old. And right now, Artifact is part of Nike. So it's a very powerful, small studio, but very creative, very aspirational studio. Another thing, so artists do bring cutting-edge technologies, to the realm of aesthetic and desirability, but they also bring many more dimensions to technology solution. So Adidas wades deeper into the metaverse with the launch of the world's first personality-based avatar generator, made in partnership with Ready Player Me. Also, a very interesting example called Meta Factory. I don't know if you heard about them. So it's a self-described factory for headless brands, launched in 2020. So they aim to bring artists, consumers, and together in a partnership to create a community-run fashion brands. So artists submit their design and members have a say, so voting for the favorites to be produced centrally by Meta Factory. So this is exactly one of the best examples when it comes to audience to community, which means with this kind of approach, you're able to cop the intention of your community. So many brands are turning to established gaming platforms such as Roblox, so creating an innovative game-branded experience in the hope of engaging the platform's 46 million daily active users. So gaming is also a huge opportunity for brands, for corporates to invest in. Also, a very interesting example with Adidas and Prada. So they are joining forces for a first-of-its-kind NFT project, inviting fans to collaborate on the larger digital pieces. Three important key elements for building a powerful Web3 brands in 2022. So first, it's culture through community. Two examples. So engage a community, not an audience. Kick off education through high-level content, and adoption will happen. Second point, meaning through artists. So you create a utility and unique ownership, and it became an aspirational brand, not a tech product. So communication about values and what your company is standing for is fundamental. And the last point, trust through transparency. So make your customer your investors. You engage them. Acting with integrity, it's also fundamental because you will create trust with your customer. And the last point is providing value to the people before asking them anything. It's a really game changer. And it's the last slide. I start with dreams, ladies and gentlemen. And so we started with Martin Luther King, with Nikola Tesla. And I think if Steve Jobs were with us today, he will share this message. Dream bigger. Thank you for your attention. So, any questions here? I don't know if we have like a micro or something. No question? So thank you again so much for your attention. So my name is Massimo Moretti. I'm the founder and CEO of SIGNVM, which is the first Web3 powerhouse, accelerator, and venture studio based in Paris. Thank you again.
Thank you, Massimo.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so we actually have a little bit of time. So I'm going to ask three people, the first three people that come on stage for the segment of Have Your Moment. So the Have Your Moment segment is, come on up. Can we have a mic, please, on stage since we have an extra few minutes? Thank you. Two more people can come on stage to talk about we got 2, 3, perfect. Come on up. So this is a segment that I want you guys to, obviously have your moment to talk about your project, what it is that perhaps you're looking for. Maybe you can find someone here right now in real time, and this is how networking goes. So welcome, have your moment.
Hvala.
Ista.
Let me ask you all a question, or let me put it this way. Let me give you all a question to ask yourselves. First, a little context. Here on Tomorrow Conference, we're talking a lot about mass adoption of NFTs, Metaverse, Web 3.0, and that depends a lot on mass adoption of blockchain, cryptocurrencies essentially. So here's the question. How many people that are not so tech savvy do you think exist that would like to step into the crypto world, but it's currently too complicated for them? Hi, I'm Anya. I'm a co-founder of Crypto Unity, and we are addressing that problem. Thank you.
Thank you. You can pass the mic to him. Please have your moment. You could go ahead and introduce yourself and have your moment.
Hello, everybody. I didn't expect that I would be speaking today, so life is very exciting, I guess. Yes, while I'm improvising, I may as well introduce myself. My name is Stefan Pekic, and I run my own law office here in Serbia. I'm a lawyer, and not many lawyers interested in Web3 and crypto here. While we in Serbia are one of the few countries that actually have a crypto regulation, we have regulated ICOs, we have regulated conditions for service providers. So if you guys are ever interested in investing or relocating a startup or starting a service provider business in Serbia, so I would probably be your guy. So, yeah.
What's the best way they can contact you?
Sorry?
What is the best way that they can contact you?
Yeah, I can share my business cards, but of course LinkedIn, and my actually mail is pretty simple. That would be probably the easier way to contact me, because my mail is my last name, Pekic, P-E-K-I-C, @attorney.rs. So my domain is pretty fancy. It's attorney.rs.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this moment. So we have, oh, sorry, stage. You could exit that way. Thank you. So on my left, if you recognize this beautiful woman here, she was actually with me on the the Wonder Woman panel, and Crypto Megan. I have been such a huge fan of her, you know, in the crypto space, and so I'm actually going to let her have her moment and do some closing remarks, and you know, just wrap up tomorrow conference as we're going down to the wire. So, Megan, thank you so much for being here.
Do a mic check there? Yeah, thank you so much, Diana. You've been an incredible host. I just wanted to take the opportunity to give a few closing remarks here at Tomorrow Conference for those of you who are here and left and you just soaking everything up that you can. Before I give those closing remarks, I just want to give a huge thank you to Diana for being such a wonderful hostess and moderator, and all of the team here at Tomorrow Conference, Zoran, Asra, the wonderful team, the production, for making this possible, because this is how we go forward. We take these initiatives to spread this message to the world in every country that we can, and I think it's a beautiful thing. So in these closing remarks, I just wanted to go over real quick who I am. For those of you who missed the lecture yesterday, my name is Megan Nilsson, but I go by Crypto Megan on social media. I'm a high-end NFT and crypto portfolio consultant for large corporations, investors, and celebrities. But recently I started an initiative to launch social media, YouTube and Instagram, to help newcomers and advocate for women in this space, because I truly believe there is a gap there, and I believe that this information and knowledge should be for everyone. So that is my mission, to provide you quality information that you can trust, to get you started. And we are truly in the beginning of not only a financial revolution, but a cultural revolution and a paradigm shift. So I wanted to speak to, for those of you who are worried during this time that Bitcoin is ranging under $30,000, we just had a huge plunge. You're wondering if you got into the wrong business, or that everything is going to disappear and go to zero. And I just had a few things to say on that. First of all, how early we are. We're around 300 million users right now. In the next decade, we are on track to onboard 3.4 billion more users. So imagine where the price will be when that happens. We're in the middle of something called a brain drain. All of the internet's most brilliant minds are leaving from Web 2 and going to Web 3, just like Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter. He left his job. He's focusing on block now. Everybody is focusing. All of these brilliant minds are moving to Web 3, which will be the core atomic building blocks, the heart and soul of the internet. So you better believe that you're in the right place right now in the right time. Recently, I was in Miami and listening to some of the industry's top professionals speak about these things. And Michael Saylor, for example, who is the head of MicroStrategy, has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. And his price recently was $45,000, actually. So those of you who are wondering if you bought in too early here, well, just that's for some kind of perspective. And when they ask him, how will you take liquidity out when you need this? He invests on a 100-year time frame, and he says, I'm going to borrow against my Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital portable property. You can pick up that asset and bring it anywhere you want in the world. That is freedom, and that is sovereignty over your money, and that's what we want. And then we had Cathie Wood, who predicts that Bitcoin will hit $1 million anywhere from 2026 to 2030. And whether or not it happens in that time frame, I am certain that this will come forth. I mean, this is where we're headed. Bitcoin is a scarce digital asset, and this is the future of the world. And finally, we have Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, for example, that speaks about altcoins like software. Ethereum is software. Solana is software. Avalanche is software. And these are softwares that are going to change the world. And if you have the opportunity right now to invest in these scarce digital assets, you are going to get ahead of a massive wave of capital, because I've heard some people speaking about regulation, and that's bad for crypto, and that's going to destroy the crypto sphere. And in fact, there are trillions of dollars on the sidelines waiting to get into this world who are still unclear about what's going to happen, and they're not willing to deploy that capital. Once we have that regulation, those trillions of dollars, the floodgates are going to open up, and they're going to come pouring in. So if you can invest now and get ahead of this huge wave of capital and interest and people who are on the sidelines, you're setting yourself up for wonderful success. This is the long game. You don't build wealth overnight, but it's so much more than just building wealth. It's about culture. It's about the dying of old ways and the merging of new ways, and we are all part of that. All of us are shaping the future and kind of directing the narrative. So by you being here right now and interested in this, you're part of this revolution that no one day, one man, or one government can ban or control. So I am just so honored to be here and proud of everybody who's taking this initiative, and just know that this crash now, compared to where we're headed, is going to look like a blip on the radar. This is going to be this big in the grand scheme of things when we look 5, 10 years from now and we see where we're at in the world. It's not going to matter. So I would just try to say try to control your emotions and understand that this is the long game. And the longer you're in this game, the more successful you're going to be. So if you are investing anywhere in these levels now, or just getting involved in general, your success is quite literally almost guaranteed. And this is where we're headed in the future. So thank you all for being here and for listening to me speak. And I hope to stay in touch with you on social media. I'd love to connect with all of you. It's Crypto Megan, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you, Megan. Well, that's one way to close it out. Thank you, Megan. Okay, so actually, we do still have a treat. We have time. So I'm happy to welcome 2 more people that want to talk about their project on stage. And again, use this opportunity. If you are looking for something in your business, what we were just talking about in building a crypto platform, is it a dream or is it a nightmare? We're talking about partnerships. So if you guys are looking for partnerships, or specific people that you want to bring into your business, now is the time to ask. So if anyone wants to come on stage, I'm going to have 2 people here. Okay. I have a mic up here. Welcome, welcome. Hi. You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name's Liam Scully. I come from Mexico with a partner called Lorenzo Martinez. We have an NFT project that's backed by carbon credits. We own 8,000 hectares of land in South Mexico in La Riviera Maya, and we're doing a carbon credit NFT to help conserve the thousands of hectares of land that we own there. And with the funds raised from this NFT project, 50% will go towards purchasing new land that's already damaged. The land that we own is already conserved, so it's in a great state, and it produces carbon credits yearly. And by holding this NFT, you'll have the ownership of these 2 carbon credits that can increase yearly, whilst the price of the NFT can potentially go up as well. 50% of all funds will go towards the purchase of this new land, and 20% will go towards struggling mothers within the local communities of South Mexico. So we have a non-profit organization called Integritat, and with Integritat we form educational programs, we give funds to the mothers, and we give sustainable development job opportunities within these local communities. So obviously everyone here is learning about NFTs, and obviously it's something hard to do and be a bit scared to get into it. So I'll gladly, if you guys want to talk, give you a little introduction on how to do so, and the main reasoning on why NFTs will be here for the future. So the terms of not doing a charity or, let's say, a raise funding is because we're going to have something called a public wallet on the Ethereum blockchain. With this public wallet, all holders and anyone in the NFT space can see all the transactions, the amount we've transferred, and to who we're transferring to. And by doing this, everyone that's in the space or in part of this progress of saving the environment and helping these mothers, we can give you guys first access to how this progress is being made with the funds received. So we're going to do on our website a monthly update on all transactions made, and by doing so, with all the purchase of the land that we're getting from these funds, all holders will get an airdrop of the land bought. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. You can pass the mic to him. Okay, so I just actually received some really great breaking news, is that this open forum is going to be extended. So if anyone else wants to have their moment, be on the stage, please, by all means, there are 4 extra chairs here, and we welcome you. So.
Hi everyone. So basically, what we are doing is that we are creating one company that is going to help companies to establish themselves within the metaverse and within the Web3. Because actually, it doesn't really matter what kind of business you are running and what is it that you are doing. Everyone is going to be on the Web3. This is something that is going to be huge. So whether you just want to create like one experience, it can be on Decentraland, it can be on Sandbox, or it can be on anything, you can actually achieve like a huge audience at like a super tiny cost. So I really think that this is something that everyone should look for, how to be a part of that huge thing that is like the Web3 and the Metaverse. Everyone's going to do that, and our job is to actually help us to create that. So we are working with architects, with developers, with strategists, in order to be able to create those experiences. Also, on top of that, if you want to have a chat or to talk about like NFTs or Metaverse, I will be more than happy to just discuss about it and to exchange, because one of the most powerful things is actually like the network and to be able to exchange ideas. This is how we are actually going to make a difference, how we are going to make an impact, and how we are going to change things. So thank you for your attention. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Christian. I'm the founder of Leaders Tribe. Awesome. What we are trying to do right now is take advantage of what we learned today about today and the day before about technology, blockchain, and everything that this amazing technology brought to the humankind. And what we are trying to do is use this technology for being better. More exactly, we are building an online education platform for children so that we don't just, let's say, benefit from blockchain to create better games, better metaverse, and so on, but to become better human beings. So if you are curious to find out more of what we are trying to do with technology and how we can implement Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other currencies in education for the future, you can contact me or you can visit our website to, to read about the roadmap sorry, and everything that is written over there in the white paper. The website is leaders-tribe.com. I think you also received the flyer in your bag. And also you can contact me, approach me, and we will discuss more details. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am Miodrag, and I am, let's say, NFT collector, diamond hand, trader.
Congratulations.
And first of all, I would like to thank you all for this opportunity, thank the creators of this, and I would like to invite you because, let's say, we are building the community for people who wants to go into NFTs. It's not just for new people, it's for experienced people as well, because we are doing this right now. We needed for some experience, we needed to take a lot of people in there. We have a lot of communities with us. So if you want to reach to us, if you want to build something together, we are here so we can later have discussion and we can build something together. Because right now, all we are here, it's like less than 1% of the people who knows what is NFTs, what is the utility of NFTs, how can they make project, and how let's say they can make a brand of the project, because that is not, right now the most important in NFT world. So later, if you want to meet us, we are here, and thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. If we have space for one more, if anyone wants to come on stage, or even, thank you so much. One of the things that we are really preparing to do at the moment is, obviously you guys know that we have the ultra early bird ticket for the Tomorrow conference. And so we'd really like to hear your feedback of what you would like to see more of in next conference, because we want to make it an enjoyable experience for you. So if there's anyone that perhaps wants to share their favorite part of the weekend or some things that they wish that they would see more of, there's a mic here right now, because we just like to keep this as an open forum. So just raise of hands if anyone has anything to share, whether it's highlights or going once. Oh, here we go. No? I got faked out. Okay, so we actually have one more speaker. It's going to be the last speaker, and I think we'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then we will come back onto the stage as we wrap up day 3.